Yes, all of you, good morning. It's audible.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Okay, thank you. Okay, uh, what we have discussed in previous lecture, triggering circuits of SCR, that is resistance, resistance firing circuit or resistance triggering circuit, resistance capacitance firing circuit, clear, and UJT firing circuit. Resistance triggering circuit means in all types of triggering circuit, our main goal is to turn on the thyristor only. To turn on the thyristor. It is clear? Means what is the meaning of triggering techniques of SCR? To turn on the SCR. Okay, how we can turn on the SCR? By using resistance and resistance capacitance. Okay, resistance capacitance में two types, half wave and full wave. Okay. Next, UJT triggering circuit. Already we have seen the operation and characteristics of UJT. Yesterday we have seen the operation, its construction and characteristics of the UJT. It is clear? These are the characteristics of UJT. These are the characteristics of UJT. So by using this UJT, how we can turn on the SCR? Okay, by using this UJT, how we can turn on the SCR? Here, there are various types of triggering techniques of SCR using UJT. Okay, various circuits are there. Okay, various types are there for turning on the SCR or for triggering of SCR using UJT. Okay, UJT relaxation oscillator and UJT synchronized triggering circuit and so on, etc. And ramp pedestal triggering circuit and so on, etc. We have a 2 or 3 types of circuits. Okay, by using UJT can turn on the SCRs. But I will explain only one topic today. Remaining topic I will give the assignment for you. Okay, I will give remaining topics. I will give the assignment. See here, these are the VI characteristics of SCR. These are the VI characteristics of SCR. Mainly what we have to observe here, the UJT will be turned on when emitter voltage should be greater than eta into VBB plus VD. Eta into VBB plus VD. Here the value of eta is less than the 1. Here the value of eta is less than the 1, that is 0.86 or 0.85 and so on, etc. Okay, eta is nothing but here RB1 by RB1 plus RB2. Resistance of this value divided by total resistance of this circuit. RB1 divided by RB1 divided by RB1 plus RB2. Okay, is called the eta. Okay. When this emitter voltage is greater than this value, okay, this point, eta into VBB eta into VBB plus voltage across this diode. Okay, then only the UJT will be turned on. See here, this is the UJT relaxation oscillator. I will give the only one example here. Here I'm not showing the SR triggering. Okay, load circuit and SR is not showing here like this. This is the UJT, and it will generate the pulses for the gate circuit, gate 1, gate 2, gate 10, so on, etc. for SCRs. If these gate signals is given to the SCR, SCR1, SCR2, and so on, whatever the SCRs are connected in the thyristor, means this SCR circuit is not showing here. It is clear? Here also, I am not showing the SCR. Just assume the when the UJT is turned on, just assume when the UJT is turned on, the SCR is also turned on here. Okay, but here the SCR is not shown here. Please remember. When the UJT is turned on, when the UJT is turned on, simply when this emitter voltage, when this emitter voltage is reached the, when this emitter voltage is equal or is reached the this point, eta into VBB plus VD, eta into VBB plus VD. For example, this is the, this is the 10 volts. For example, eta into VBB is nothing but 10 volts, and voltage across the diode. Okay, voltage across the PN junction of the emitter circuit. For example, 0.7 volts. Clear? For example, 0.7 volts. Eta into VBB is equal to 10 volts plus voltage across the PN junction is 0.7 volts, for example. The total how much? 10.7 volts. Total how much? 10.7 volts. When this emitter voltage is reached the 10.7 volts. Okay, when this emitter voltage is greater than or equal to 10.7 volts, then the UJT will be turned on. It is clear? UJT will be turned on. Okay, at this point, the emitter voltage is reaching the, at this point, the emitter voltage is reaching the minimum voltage is required for the turning on the UJT. It is clear? Minimum voltage is required for the UJT. Then the UJT is turned on. When the UJT is turned on, the current is flowing through this circuit. Clear? The current is flowing through the circuit. Okay. This current is flowing through the load circuit. This current is flowing through the load circuit, which we have connected another circuit, but that is not shown here. Okay, that is, this current is going to the gate of the SCR. This current is going to the gate of the SCR. Clear? This current is going to the gate of the SCR. So when the minimum voltage is available for the gate circuit of the SCR, the SCR will be turned on and the current is flowing through the load circuit, but here the load circuit is not shown here. Please assume that. Okay, when the current is flowing through the load circuit, the output voltage is present. The output voltage is present and the output voltage is same as the whatever the voltage is available. Same as the input voltage. Same as the input voltage. It is clear? But here the capacitor voltage is present. Whatever the voltage is of the capacitor voltage, that is the emitter voltage, same wave shape is present across the load circuit. Same wave shape is present across the load circuit. It is clear? Okay. And during the negative half cycle of the supply voltage also, same way. Okay, again, when the capacitor voltage or emitter voltage is reached this point, is reached this point, eta into VBB plus VD, eta into VBB plus VD. Clear? Why we have taken the VD here? Here the PN junction is there in the emitter terminal. PN junction means it will act as a diode, means small amount of voltage will be dropped. Okay, small amount of voltage will be dropped. So this voltage should be overcome this voltage across the center terminal plus this base terminal. Okay, so when this capacitor voltage or emitter voltage is reached this value, okay, this point, then the UJT will be turned on. UJT will be turned on. UJT will be turned on, and then the current is flowing through the gate circuit of the SCR. The current is flowing through the gate circuit of the SCR. Clear? The SCR is turned on, so the current is flowing through the load circuit. The output, so output voltage is present. The wave shape of the output voltage is seen as the supply voltage. Clear? Like this. Like this cycle is repeated. Okay. Next, another type of uh, triggering techniques of SCR using UJT. So this is the one another type of triggering techniques of SCR. Okay, using UJT. What is the name of this one? Synchronized UJT triggering circuit. Synchronized UJT triggering circuit. Okay, this is the circuit diagram. So please, this is the assignment for you. Uh, Assignment for you this topic. Explain the synchronized UJT triggering techniques of SCR and ramp and pedestal triggering techniques of SCR using UJT. These are the two questions. Okay. Uh, for your assignment, please all of you know write the assignment. Question for the assignment. Explain the UJT triggering techniques of SCR. Okay. Explain the UJT triggering techniques of SCR. Explain the UJT triggering techniques of SCR. First point, UJT relaxation oscillator. UJT relaxation oscillator. Second one, synchronized UJT triggering SCR. Second one, synchronized UJT triggering SCR. Third one, ramp and pedestal triggering of SCR. Ramp and pedestal triggering of SCR. These three topics for your assignment. Okay, these three topics for your assignment. Okay, please complete it and we will check one day. Clear? Next we will see the commutation of SCR. Next we will see the commutation of SCR. It's a very important topic. It's a very important topic. What is commutation here? What is commutation here? And why we are going for the concept of commutation? What is commutation and why we are going for the commutation of SCR? These 2 points should be clear before going to this topic. What is commutation and why we are going for this concept of SCR? Okay, these 2 points should be clear before going to this concept. So what is the commutation? Commutation is nothing but turning off of SCR. Commutation is nothing but turning off SCR. Turning off SCR. turning of SCR. Turning off of SCR. Commutation of SCR is defined as the process of turning off an SCR or thyristor is called as the commutation. Is called as the commutation. Commutation is nothing but it can be defined as the process of turning off OFF, turning off or SCR, turning off of SCR, okay, or thyristor is called as the commutation. Okay, are you got the point? Commutation is nothing but whatever we are using the process for turning off the SCR is called as the commutation. Whatever technique we use for turning off an SCR is called as the commutation. Second point, why we are going for this concept? Why we are going for the concept of commutation? Why we have to turn off the SCR? Why we have to turn off the SCR? See here, in any circuit, in any converter or inverter, any power electronic circuits, for controlling the power at the output side, for the controlling power at the output side, for the controlling power at the output side, for example, this is the converter, a power electronic modulator. Here we have given the input. Here we have given the input, and this is the power modulator, power electronic modulator, and this is the output. Okay, and here the load is connected. Okay, to control the power, to control the power at the output side of this power electronic modulator, whatever the switches are used in this power electronic modulator, these switches should be turned on and turn off. These switches should be turned on and turn off. Then only the output power of the electronic modulator, then only the output power of the power electronic modulator can be controlled. If the devices are not turned off in this power electronic modulator, if devices are not turned off in power electronic modulator, then the output power of the power electronic modulator is not controlled. It is clear? That's why to control this output power, for controlling this output power, so we have to turn off these devices in the power electronic modulator. We have to turn off these devices in the power electronic modulator. It's a very, very important point. It is clear? Okay, that's why we are going for the concept of SCR. We are going for the concept of commutation of SCR. Clear? Next one. To turn off an SCR or thyristor, it is required that its anode current should be fall below the holding current. Okay, what I would like to say here, to turn off an SCR, once the thyristor is turned on, SCR is turned on, to turn off that thyristor, the anode current should be fall below the holding current. Okay, what is meant by holding current? Already we have discussed. Okay, the anode current should be fall or decrease the holding current, should be less than the holding current. Then only the thyristor will be turned off. Okay, or and for a small time, for turning off an SCR, for turning off an SCR or thyristor, for a small time, reverse voltage is should be applied across the SCR. Reverse voltage should be applied across the SCR. Okay, after that, for a small time, again the SCR should regain the forward blocking mode. The SCR should regain the forward blocking mode. Forward blocking mode means again it should come to the anode should be a, become a positive and cathode should become a negative. Okay, then it will comes into the forward blocking mode. Anode should become a positive and cathode should become a negative. Then it will comes to the forward blocking mode. Means what we can say, to turning off an SCR, the anode current should be decreased or should be less than the holding current, and for a small time reverse voltage should be applied for a small time only across the SCR. Okay, after small time again the SCR should be comes into the forward blocking mode. Okay, again SCR should be comes into the forward blocking mode. Okay, generally what are the commutation techniques we have? We have here two types of commutation techniques. There are mainly two types of SCR commutation technique. There is a natural commutation and forced commutation. Natural commutation and forced commutation. It is clear. Natural commutation can be called as a class F commutation. Here the commutation techniques are divided into 6 types: class A, class B, class C, class D, class C and class F. Class A, class B, class C, class D, class C and class F. Okay, generally the class F commutation is called as the natural commutation. Generally the class F commutation is called as the natural commutation. Clear? And the remaining forced commutation of SCR is nothing but class A, class B, class C, class D and class C. Okay, these 5 class A, class B, class C, class D and class C commutation of SCR can comes into the forced commutation of SCR. Can comes into the forced commutation of SCR. It is clear? See here, for better understanding, I will explain first class F commutation, that is the natural commutation, and then we will go for the forced commutation of SCR. It is clear? No problem, Anna. First, I would like to explain the class F commutation. It is clear? That is the natural commutation. Take the first one, class F commutation. This class F commutation also called as natural commutation. Why we are calling this natural commutation, I will explain here. Natural commutation of SCR is the process of turning off an SCR without using without using any additional circuit. Without using any additional circuit. Okay, this commutation techniques only occurs in AC circuit. It's a very, very important point. Natural commutation technique only occurs in AC circuit only. Okay, in AC circuits only. It is not possible in the DC circuits. It is not possible in the DC circuits. Okay, for better understanding, let us consider an SCR circuit energized from AC source. For better understanding, let us take one SCR. Let us take one SCR. Let us take one SCR, and this SCR is energized, or this SCR is triggered by the AC source. This SCR is energized by the AC source. And here we have taken one load, that is the resistance load here. Okay, on this the circuit is connected like this in this configuration. The SCR is connected, anode is connected to the here, and cathode is connected to the load side and cathode. See here, supply is AC. See here, supply is AC, means positive half cycle and negative half cycle. Are you seeing the waveform? Positive half cycle and negative half cycle, and again positive half cycle and negative half cycle. Okay, here we are taking omega t and x-axis, time in radians per second, radians per second. Here we have taken x-axis times in radians per second. Omega is nothing but 2 pi f. Omega is nothing but 2 pi ft. 2 pi ft. So that's why here, to complete the one positive half cycle, the time is taken is 180 degrees. That can radians per second may pi. Pi is nothing but 180 degrees. Okay. The time is taken to complete one half cycle of the supply voltage is pi or 180 degrees. Pi or 180 degrees. And to complete the remaining half cycle of the supply voltage is 180 degrees or 2 pi. Total time is 180 plus 180. Total time is 180 plus 180. 360 degrees. It is clear? Pi plus 2 pi. 2 pi means 2 into 180, 360 degrees. Okay, again add the 180 degrees, that is 3 pi. Again add the 180 degrees, that is the 4 pi. Like this, so on, etc. So here, at time t is equal to 0, the anode is connected to the positive supply. Okay, at time t is equal to 0, the anode is connected to the positive. Okay, during the positive half cycle of the supply voltage, it will become a positive and it will become a negative. It is clear? So means anode is connected to the positive and cathode is connected to the negative. So S series comes to the forward bias condition. S series comes to the forward blocking mode. But the S series is not turned on here. At time t is equal to 0, the S series is not turned on. At time t is equal to 0, the SCR is not turned on. The SCR is not turned on because we have not given any pulses for the gate circuit. But I would like to apply the some amount of voltage, that is gate pulse, at omega t is equal to this interval. For example, this is the 60 degrees. This is the 60 degrees. Okay, I applied the some amount of voltage to the gate circuit at omega t is equal to 60 degrees. At omega t is equal to 60 degrees. Then what will happening? The SCR will be turned on from this time only. From this point to 0 to 60 degrees, the SCR is turn off condition. Still is an off condition. But SCR is turned on from this point. When the SCR is turned on, it will act as a closed switch. The current is flowing through this circuit, through the load circuit. Okay, through this direction. And it will come to the negative of, it will come to the negative terminal of the supply voltage. Means positive terminal of the supply voltage through the thyristor load and negative terminal of the supply voltage. Clear? So here the current is flowing through the load circuit. The output voltage is present. Output voltage is present. The wave shape of this output voltage is same as the supply voltage. The wave shape of the output voltage is same as the supply voltage, like this. इधर सप्लाई वोल्टेज कैसे है वैसे प्रेजेंट रहेगा. क्लियर? बट हियर V0 and I0 is same. Output voltage and output current is same because your load is resistance. Okay, load is resistance means voltage and current always in phase. Voltage and current always in phase. Okay, V0 comma I0 same wave shape. So here during this interval the thyristor is in off condition because we applied the gate circuit from this interval. The thyristor is turned on from this point. The thyristor is on off condition. The voltage is present across the thyristor VT. Okay, which voltage is present? The supply voltage. What we applied? Supply voltage. Okay, this voltage is present across the thyristor. Okay, when the SCR is turned on, voltage across the thyristor is become a 0. When the SCR is turned on, voltage across the thyristor become a 0. It is clear? Next. After this point, Second step, after pi, the supply voltage is going to become reverse. The supply voltage is going to reverse, means it will become a negative, it will become a positive. Okay, from pi to 2 pi the supply voltage is negative, means this is the negative terminal, this is the positive terminal, the terminals of the supply is become a reverse. Okay, now the current is flowing through this direction. Okay, now the current should flow through this direction. So here the cathode is connected to positive, anode is connected to the negative. Here the cathode is connected to the positive, anode is connected to the negative. So here the reverse voltage is applied across the SCR. So here the reverse voltage, is applied across the SCR. So automatically reverse voltage is present across the SCR. We are not using any extra circuit here. Automatically the supply voltage become a negative. So the SCR is getting the reverse voltage. Cathode is positive and anode is negative. So automatically the SCR is turned off. When the SCR is turned off, it will act as a open circuit. And then there is no current is flowing through this circuit. There is no current is flowing through the load circuit. Okay. If there is no current is flowing through the load circuit, output voltage is also zero. So output current is zero and output voltage is zero. V0 comma I0. Output voltage is zero as well as output current is also zero. Clear? Just wait, I will take the attendance.